Hey internets, it's the magic word here with Paul,
And Diego.
and we're going to be talking about uh, our favorite set format, which is Commander, and
Commander, yes.
the next Commander decks.
Yeah, that's right. Now I know you guys are aching. We're aching. We haven't seen any spoilers yet of the new Commander decks that are coming out in November the 13th, 2015, and that's just about a month away, or maybe half a month away. I don't even know. It's getting close now, and these are going to be enemy colors, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and they'll be releasing 5 decks. So we're hoping for good stuff for enemy because we love enemy colors. I know I do. He does, especially this guy. And what we think about what could be bringing some support to either buying new decks or new ideas, or maybe even possibly new legendaries that can inspire new decks, which I'm hoping for too, because it says it's going to release about 50 to 55 new cards into the whole set and all that. So really looking into that and itching for the new spoilers or when it does come out. But yeah, let's talk about that. What do you hope that might be in the new Commander decks, Paul?
Well, one of the decks that I've been wanting to build for a while is kind of just based around damage, moving damage around with cards like Spike Mirror and Boros Reckoner.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe Stuffy Doll kind of thing.
That's nice.
So I have those cards in my Alesha deck, but they don't really go perfectly because they can't really be resurrected with her ability.
Right.
And she has a really specific ability that wants all the cards in the deck to be focused around her.
And those 2 cards you just mentioned pretty much have a power of 3.
Yeah, exactly.
So she can't get them back and all that.
So I want a red-white general that has to do with damage.
Yeah, that'd be kind of good. Yeah.
As the only one that I can think of right now would be what's his name? Tajik, who's indestructible.
Right, from Dragon's Maze, that's right.
Yeah.
Indestructible and Battalion and all that, but that's...
I don't really care about attacking, I just want to like move damage around.
Right, and what's not to like from an indestructible general to have? It's pretty stable, it's out there, and it can do its thing. And as he talked about red and white and Boros and double color and all that stuff, I'm a big fan of that color too. That's like my favorite color combination is red and white. And I'm hoping for the same thing as Paul, that they'll come out with support with that too, and maybe a legendary that actually might be at what Paul is talking about, or maybe follow a unique ability. Because I might not share the same enthusiasm as Paul, but I still would like a new red-white legendary, unlike the one that came out from Zendikar, which we were having high hopes when we saw it, Munda Ambush Leader, which was a big disappointment, and I think Paul would agree, because I was discussing with people online, and people were speculating and speculating, looking at this card pretty hard, and I said, it doesn't matter how much you look at it, it's not going to fit as a general. In my opinion, it just sucks. Like, its ability. Sure, it has haste. It's a 3/4 creature, a 4-drop, 1 white, 1 red, and 2. Great. I just think the picture looks great. That's about it. I'm sorry. I think it's just going to hit pretty good. Yeah, it's like ripping through like vines of like, I don't even know. But it's just weird, like vegetation of Zendikar. I don't even know. But the thing is like, its other ability, it's specifically for allies, but you can get screwed over pretty hard, especially in EDH. You have one of a kind of everything. Sure, it says reveal the top 4 cards of your library.
Say exactly what it is.
Oh yeah, whenever an ally or Munda comes into play, look at the top 4 cards of your library, I believe, and it says reveal any allies out of those 4 cards, and put them at the top of your library in any order you want, and the rest in the bottom. So I'm thinking in the heart of the battle, let's say there's a pretty nasty board, and let's say I just play an ally for the hell of it, or I just play Munda anyways, just to have a defense. But then I'm thinking that maybe that, in playing that and looking at the top 4, maybe the next card I was going to get was probably Wrath of God. Well, you can just say goodbye to that Wrath of God, and it goes to the bottom of the library. Hey, what do you know? You got allies, but that's not going to help you. So that can technically screw you over. Now, it does say you may look at the top 4, but still, it's no good. It just does all that.
Why play him? Why use his ability if you're not gonna look at the top 4?
Exactly.
It feels like a waste. Like,
right.
You could be playing something better.
Right, and I think even though his colors are red and white, I think it sort of kind of contradicts the colors, because white does need support in destroying the field, and having that in in the sense of its ability. Sure, it supports the allies, but it doesn't support your other spells, your non-creature spells. And if you need those specifically, like Paul was discussing with me earlier today about Path of Exile, Swords to Plowshare, and these are staple cards that you need in EDH because you never know, there could be situations where you need them, because it's just good to have those cards. Though they're just going to go to the bottom of your library, so you can get completely screwed over. And all you have to look at is your general to blame, pretty much.
I think if they made him 3 colors, you would also have access to more allies, so maybe that would help. I don't know.
And
I mean, it's his ability though that we don't like, so
Yeah.
adding colors isn't really going to make a difference.
Yeah, and also if it said put the allies in your hand, that'd be better. That'd be better. Not on top of the library, because it just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. I mean, like, and I don't know about the whole part about putting it at the bottom library. I could have gone without that too.
Maybe if it was, okay, if it's Scry X, where X is the number of allies you control.
That would be awesome.
That way you get to say, okay, I want this ally on top, I'll draw him next.
Yeah.
Or, if you need your board wipe, you play Mundo, you scry 1.
Yeah.
It's another ally. You don't need that right now. Put that on the bottom, okay? You have hope for the next card.
That would have been a pretty good idea for a leader, and I think he would have been 10 times better, because you could set up with a situation that's in hand.
Yeah.
Because, like, okay, maybe you just need creatures, get the creatures out. Maybe you just need to blow up the board, like Paul said, set it up. You got the board white coming up next, and then just filter them on top in any way you want, and there you go. So that would have been good, but the whole thing, putting the non-allies at the bottom of the library, kind of killed it from that point. And I just think he's not a good general at all. But so I'm hoping, and Paul's hoping too, that that these new commander sets will have something unique and useful, since they're specifically for commander.
Yeah. So, you know what color combinations I want to look at.
Oh, I can only imagine. Oh wait, I do know.
Black, white, and black green.
Black and green. I agree on the black green. Now the black and white, that I know Paul's done black and white decks quite a bit of times, and they came out really interesting. I remember a good old Ghost Council, the original Ghost Council, which he calls Ghost Dad, which was pretty amazing. It was wrecking a lot of face back then. It was really good. On a personal basis, I love black and white, but I can't do it. He's seen me do it too, and every time I made a black and white deck, I don't know, I just don't do it right, and I just end up hating it. I take it apart, and I said, forget it, I'm done with this color. I mean, I love it, but I just can't do it. I would have to probably mix it with another color. The only successful thing that I did was black and white. It was probably Kalia, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys done that too, so that's not really a hard thing to do. Anyone can do that. And though I'd say put Kalia behind us, I know a lot of you won't let her go, because with all these new cards, you guys would just want to pimp her out like crazy, and that's fine. That's okay. I'm just done with seeing her. And everyone knows by now, if they see her on the field, they have to get rid of her. All I know is that, why don't we just start with Aether Flash on the field, and then we just call it even.
Start with Aether Flash, start putting your shocks back in your deck, start putting your terrors, anything that'll easily get rid of a little 2/2, you gotta use it.
Yeah, if only Terra would work on her, but she's black.
Oh.
But that's okay. You can always go for the throw. That's alright. That's okay. But yeah, I've tried black and white. I have to throw another color in there. I just can't do black and white. I don't know, maybe my brain has rabies when it comes into it. I don't even know what's going on. Though that didn't make no sense at all. Let's go back to Paul. What are you hoping for black and white?
I'm just interested in the general, of course. Let's see what legendary they come up with.
Yeah.
I like they've been coming up with cheaper legends.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
in the Fate Reforged, they had 3 different legends that cost 3.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I really liked that. I like being able to play my general out get a little aggressive with it.
Exactly.
See what's up, see what's going on with the field. If there's some combo player who's sitting on counter spells or something, like you just do a quick 10 damage to them in the early games, that'll help get the game going.
Right, and yeah, you know, like blue is always going to be there with its staples with counters, and like Paul said, to get things out quickly and moving the game fast like that. Some of us would like to do that and be quite a bit aggro. I know I like to be that way too, because sometimes when I play against a lot of blue players, you have to be one step ahead of the game sometimes.
Yeah.
And blue not being my favorite color, it's definitely at the bottom of the list. I'm on his side on this when I say it's good to have cheap generals that have unique abilities too, just like you said about Fate Reforged, because they had a lot of unique abilities as well. Exceptional. I thought they were pretty good. Like Alesha, first thing I thought when I saw her was, oh, what if you have Kiki Jiki in the graveyard? Boom, comes back. If you have the money, Imperial Recruiter. and then you tutor. If you got it. I remember when the card was about $80. Now it's about $200 for the promo. And the other one, forget about it. It's just out the bag because it came from Portal 3K. But that was my first idea. I'm thinking of expensively in the future. But she has a lot of combo pieces, and I thought that a lot of those cards from Favorite Forge had some pretty good stuff too.
So yeah, I would like to see a cheap black and white general, because the first thing that I think of right now is Vish Call. He costs 7.
Yeah.
The new Teysa. I mean,
Teysa?
not the new, but the most recent
the
one.
most recent one.
She costs 7.
But she's worth it though.
No, I made a Teysa deck and I liked it.
Yeah, she was worth it. She's definitely awesome. She has so many abilities on her.
But I just want a white-black deck that I can quickly just play, start hitting people. If they put any defense out, I'll use white and black's great removal to just get it out of the way and start generaling people out.
And I want to say that maybe some of the problems of me building white and black deck is I didn't really think of the synergy of drawing cards, because those colors don't really draw many cards, except maybe black for the cost of life.
I can do it a little.
But that and being said, and just the combinations of searching for mana and ramping, you have to use a lot of artifacts, buy a lot of mana rocks. Maybe that's just where I wasn't getting it, but to be having a white and black quickly fast aggro deck, like you said, if it was a cheap general, that'd be kind of interesting to see, because typically when you see these white and black legendaries, they're kind of expensive, except for maybe like the first Teysa, which was like 3 mana.
Yeah.
And she's alright.
That's a combo deck though, that's not an aggro deck.
Right, you're right. And yeah, but that would be cool to see a difference in 2 colors that normally don't show that aspect.